Hey people, it's your blind buddy. Yeah, up one of my special times in the morning. It's one of them times where you you have to this is where the rubber meet the road when you know the importance of what needs to be said because of the times we're living in, and you my spirit is like it's restless in the manner to where there's a urgency, the sense of urgency to get people to hear, as many people to hear what's being said through me as possible, because there's a time coming, and it's closer than what we think. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's like there's no more time for play. That's the urgency. You know, because I done went through my life, and people could say, well, it may be your time coming. The reason you feeling the urgency. I'm like, no, this is on us. I don't, me myself, I can't, you know, I could say, yeah, I'm ready to go, you know, but it's more of it's on a different level. It ain't just me. It ain't about me. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause if it was just about me, then I could gladly sit back and be comfortable and happy knowing that I'm okay. But this, it's like it's a sense of urgency to tell people. I'm like, you need to make sure you okay, because this is gonna be, it's like the bus stop done pulled into the station, and everybody on the bus been acting like they were cool with each other. Okay, we're at the bus station now, it's about to come into the stop. And is everybody gonna be going to the same place? You know what I mean? Or it's gonna be out to disperse. This one didn't even have a title, man. You know, I usually could give a title on something and then kind of speak on it. With this pretty much is, it's like, it's down to the point to whether people believe the truth or not. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. What is the truth? We got everybody on this planet that has a version of truth. And everybody has a book that they go by, that they demonstrate a version of what's true. You know, the only truth is in us. It's the only truth that you have. It's the truth that's in you. And if you have no truth in you, and you hanging around with the same kind of people that have no truth in them, that's a dangerous place to be. So it's like that truth is on the inside of us. You know what I'm talking about? That truth that you know the difference between right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? That part of you that lets you know, hey man, I don't know. That's the part that you listen to. That part that say, oh man, I don't know. When it tells you you don't know, you really don't. You understand what I'm saying? And when you negate that voice, or when you ignore that voice, and you go past, oh man, I don't know, you find out something later on down the road you wish you'd have paid attention to and looked further than that you didn't know. You understand what I'm saying? I do. That part that told you, oh man, I don't know, bro. Or, I don't know. If it make you do anything that would suggest anything other than full motion, power forward toward the very thing that you want to do, then that's your conscience. That's your conscience telling you something. That's that truth that's on the inside of you that you need to look a little further, because it's trying to tell you something. There's something you don't know that you need to look a little further before you let somebody talk you into something that you're gonna later regret. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you hanging around with somebody that don't have that, and you do, that's your division right there. Somebody driving you to do something that would make you otherwise say, oh man, I don't know. Yeah. That one that will keep on trying to drive you has no conscience. And if you can't access I don't know, then you need to let them go with what they know. And you need to look at what you don't know a little closer so you can figure out and find out why. You'll be glad you didn't go with that one that wasn't even trying to find out nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's the same way. If you put that to everything that you do, you will see where the division is. Because there's one God. There's only one God.
That's right.
But there's two here. Huh? There's the one we looking for, and there's the one that try to keep you from looking. And that one that try to keep you from looking ain't the one that say, oh man, I don't know. It's the one that try to get you to power forward with the motion without thinking about that you don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So it's what you don't know that'll kill you. It's that you investigate and look further into that'll save your life. When people look at me, I'm like, well, you know, who are you to say? I'm somebody that don't know. I'm somebody that take time to find out so they will know. And as I take time to find out, and I find out what I know, I tell those so they'll have some kind of direction. Okay, well, if you don't know, look right here. If this don't help you, at least you look somewhere. Right. Instead of just power forward in something that you didn't even care about. That's the beauty of brotherhood and sisterhood. That's the beauty of family. And I ain't talking about because you was born up in one. Family stick together through all weather. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those things that I don't know and I find out and it look like you don't know, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Because that's what family does. And when you're a godly family, everybody is your family. If there's somebody that you can't see as your family, it's only because those refuse to know. That's not your family. Those that want to ostracize you for investigating, I don't know. That ain't your family. That's somebody that wants you to drive forward in what they want you to do because they ain't even trying to think about the fact that they don't know. They just want to go. And to drag you off into a place to where you wished you didn't go. Because of that one part where you didn't know, you wished you'd have found out a little more. Don't be so quick to let somebody drag you off into something that you don't know about, man. Just because you might, and boredom will get one now quicker than anything. Mm-hmm. Those demons are running around on this earth free to do whatever. And if you listen to them, they'll have you doing the same thing. Yeah. Everybody talk about the Bible. Okay, well, if you know the Bible so well, show me where the demons at in it. Huh? Can people go in and show you where the demons at? Because if you go in there and look, you'll probably see your face. Huh? Because every time somebody would try to tell somebody something, they'd be like, well, that's not scriptural. Let me tell you something, demons ain't scriptural. Demons try to destroy scripture. You understand what I'm saying? I do. But when you see somebody robbing a bank, you're going to flip open the Bible and say, well, let me show you why this is wrong, sir. He ain't interested in what you got in that book if he's doing something wrong. Guess what? I bet you ain't going to, will you find him in that Bible? Well, can you find you in that Bible? When you can point out what somebody else doing wrong, can you point yourself out in the same wrong?
Right.
Because you don't know what that person doing that, you may end up doing. You don't know what it would take for you to do it. I know I'm talking seems like I'm flipping back and forth. I'm talking in contradiction, but no. It's that conscious part of you, that conscious part of you, that lets you know where you at that particular time and what you trying to do. If what it is you trying to do is going to benefit God, or is it going to benefit you? You understand what I'm saying? If you're looking to benefit you all the time, then you ain't doing nothing for God. You understand what I'm saying? Your conscience ain't in a place where, I don't know. Your conscience in a place and drive forward, full throttle, in the direction that you want to go because it's what you want. And when you put yourself in your place and all that matters is what you want, and then you put God at the forefront and say that God will give you all of what you want in a place where you ain't doing nothing, I don't know. You ain't even taking the time to stop and think about what you're doing. You just asking God for everything that you feel like you deserve in a place to where it ain't gonna ever end. It ain't gonna last long. And you just gonna keep asking because you feel like, now how could you possibly feel like God just gonna just do that for you and ain't nobody else doing what you doing? Ain't nobody else on the planet deserve what you think you getting from God. You understand what I'm saying? And if I come off a topic, what was the topic? I can put anything on that thumbnail. But in a general conversation, what am I really talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, is your soul secure? Because there's three parts of you. Mind, body, and soul. Okay. What's your mind is your spirit. That's your spirit. The spirit. The spirit of who you are. You was created in the spirit of God. God created us. He blew his spirit into dust and made it a living soul. That spirit has to come back. We have to join and align ourselves with that spirit. And our body has to become submissive to both of them. If you let that body do what it wants to, then just like you saying, you're taking your soul and the spirit of God and making them submissive over your body. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me you're going to walk around in that much pride and act like there's nothing that you're doing wrong? Your body is walking around looking like a fresh bouquet of flowers, and your soul and your spirit looking like two hungry children that you 19 cents a month to death. Give them rice milk. And then to myself, well, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't look this good. You full of crap. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. So, if your spirit ain't quickened, then you ought to realize that you're entertaining your flesh. Because if all is important to you is the things that you're going to have in life, a physical life that you can only see, then you don't have a life in that place that you never even looked at, that place where you should, I don't know. That's where you should have stopped and found out. Now you'll spend forever not knowing that you wished you'd have found out about. And that's an everlasting life. Well, you'd have a body that you wouldn't have to worry about because God picked it out perfectly. You're not trying to make a perfect specimen of something that ain't gonna do nothing but turn back to dust.
Right.
What you making a perfect specimen of? Huh? Like I said, I ain't body shaming. I'm soul shaming. Your soul, you ought to be shamed that your soul is in the shape it's in. If it's, you can't turn around and can't come out here and tell me that you run around looking like a champion stud muffin and telling me that your soul is in perfect alignment with what God wanted for your life. God ain't told nobody to come out here and grease their muscles up and walk around and hold cell phones. How does that help anybody's soul? God ain't told nobody to ride through here in a Bentley with their teeth pushed together, look like they been in a vice and shined up with turtle wax. He ain't told nobody to do that. How does that help anybody's soul? You know, man, I try to keep these things short now, man, so they won't be so long. I'm gonna probably come back with another on this. I feel like there's gonna be some more attached to this, so. And if you see, you know, check this out if it's got a part 2, man. I feel like it's gonna have something else on it, but I'm gonna shorten it up right here and holler at y'all in a few.